Well, I'm so excited. Are you excited? You're finally did it. You're retired. I didn't think it would ever happen. OCS won't be the same without you. Love you.
We love you, Maenza.
Maenza is one of the most special people in the world to me. My 13 years at OCS began with her, and I spent, most of my childhood sitting in a chair beside her on the playground in aftercare. Could have gone and played with the other kids, but I really liked to just sit and talk to Miss Maenza. And I'm sure many other students have had this exact experience where they just wanted to sit and talk to her. She was my audience of one for many, many years. I would just sit and quote Jim Carrey movies to her, and she would laugh like I was the funniest person in the world. She just made me feel so special and so loved, and I love her for it.
Hi, Trish. When I think of a friend, the first thing that comes to mind is you. You have been a true and faithful friend to me. We have cried together, we have laughed together, and we have shared our burdens together. I can always depend upon you to pray when I've had a great need, and you have been faithful in that. I will truly miss you. Pulling up beside that car of yours in the mornings, I remember when I brought Callie and Caleb to school, and they would say, Miss Maenza's here, and Callie could jump out of the car and run into your room and talk to you because the world would be right because you would be there. I can't imagine pulling up and not seeing your car there. So I guess I'll retire with you, and I will call you and we'll go have our coffee together because then the world will be right. So be ready for a call from me so we can have our coffee and the world will be right again. I'll be praying that you have a lovely retirement and much love.
Hey, Miss Maenza! Thank you for letting me always read to you after school. Thank you for always listening to my stories after school. Thank you for giving me this. I'm gonna always keep it. We love you. Thank you for all you do.
Miss Maenza, I know I cried and cried on my first day of school, but it had nothing to do with you because you were one of my favorite teachers and you made my kindergarten years so fun, and we love you, we appreciate all you do, and we hope you have a great retirement.
Trish Maenza, you are the best. You were so good to me in my teen years. You are one of the most positive people. You just loved me for me, whatever that meant at the time. As I was a rotten teenager, surely. And my favorite story is that I come from a family that most of you know that didn't celebrate a whole lot. I guess there's just a lot of people who didn't celebrate holidays. And Trish, you had a surprise 16th birthday party for me. And it was such a shock to me that I was in the middle and people were yelling surprise and I still didn't get that it was for me. I'm like, what is everyone yelling surprise at? And why does it say happy 16th there? But you had a surprise birthday party for me and let my band play, which had to be terrible, but thank you for all that. Love you so much. You're one of the greats ever. Love you. Bye.
Happy retirement! We love you. Love you. Can't wait to see more of you.
That podcast is slick.
It was such a privilege having Miss Maenza as my teacher and just being around her all my life growing up at OCS. I'm really going to miss seeing her around, and I'm going to miss helping her with her K-5 graduation practice. But I know that this is a well-deserved time off, and I hope that you'll enjoy it and spend some time with your family and just have a great retirement.
Hi, Mrs. Maenza. This is Christina. I just wanted to say congratulations on your retirement. Thank you for being such a wonderful kindergarten teacher. I know I was a crier, and if I were you, I would call my mama to come and get me, but you didn't. You stuck with me, and you're patient and kind. So just thank you for being, just loving, and congratulations, and just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey, Miss Maenza, congratulations on your retirement and a very successful career.
We're gonna miss you next year, and we love you.
We love you, Miss Maenza.
Well, 2 of us on this couch have been in Miss Maenza's class, and you can tell which 2 we are because we can read.
Well, actually, I already knew how to read before kindergarten when I was 3.
Do you have any memories that you wanted to share, Jubilee?
I remember when you helped me behind the stage and the drummer dude play.
Yes, Miss Maenza, we are so grateful for your countless hours, all of the amazing stuff that you've poured into us, the impact that you have had on just so many families is unbelievable. I'm so grateful for your faithfulness. You're just such a picture of strength in my mind, and we just love you so much. We're so happy for you, and just bless you and happy retirement.
I heart you.
And Miss Maenza, I'm gonna miss seeing you when I come pick up Justice from school after work all the time. And it's just so great to have somebody who I know is always gonna make my day a little bit better when I see them. There's always a smile, you have a funny story to tell about the kids that day. It's just nice. We love you so much.
Hi, Trish. I wish I could be there with you, but this is the weekend that I am away working with 5, 6, and 7-year-olds at church camp. I figured you would understand, knowing that you've spent your entire life working with 5 and 6-year-olds. What can I say, girl? 20-year friendship. 20-year friendship that I would not trade for the world. I hate it that you're leaving, but I'm so blessed knowing you're going to get to spend time with your children and grandchildren and your heritage, your legacy. That touches my heart, and I'm thankful that you get to do that. I'm not going to be long. I know these have to be quick, and it's very hard to compile a 20-year friendship into a few seconds of video. But know this. Know that you have spoken to my life greatly. You've been a great friend. I've thought of some of the few hilarious stories I could have told about you trying to teach me how you were teaching my son that the second vowel sound changes the first vowel sound, and you used a handshake to do it. I thought about some of the stories I could tell about how you changed my life forever with a health scare with one of my children. And the way you spoke into me that day has forever changed my life and the way that I walk out my faith. Many, many stories, but not enough time to share them all. I love you. I'm happy for you. I'm going to miss you. I heard it asked one time, or heard it said, that only God knows how many apples is in an apple seed. I think about the children that you have instilled faith into, the children that you have instilled life and God and how to plead the blood of Jesus over your situations. And I think in every child, you have planted a seed that will grow fruit, and there's only God can know how much fruit will be produced out of every single child that you've ever spoken into the life of. I love you. I wish I could be there with you today. Happy retirement.
Hey Maenza, sorry about not including Mrs. for all these years. Thank you so much for helping me out for all these years in OCS and that. Continue to do good outside with retirement and everything. When I heard, I was like, so surprising, but just thank you for being here all these years and for helping me out there all these years at OCS. And I hope I can see you again sometime.
Hi Trish, just a few words from your August 1st, 1944 twin. We've been around a long time, haven't we? Way back when our kids were in school here, I loved your girls, you loved my girls, but you even loved my rascally boys. One of my favorite pictures of Brad is when he was your student assistant and he's down on the floor in your classroom playing with your kindergarten students. That was so good for him. And if Brett were here today and he didn't have a cast or boot on his foot, he would show everybody exactly how you used to look when you danced. And that used to entertainers. They loved you, they still love you, and we love you, Trish. Thank you for your service here.
I just wanted to say that I love you. You're like family, you are family to us, and you have meant so much to all of us through all these years. I have a million memories from being in your class to being probably the worst teacher's aide you ever had. My senior year, first period, didn't really show up very much. Not paying attention in your class when I was in kindergarten, and just remembering you always bringing me back from my daydreams with your wit, pay attention, wit. I just explained that, wit. And I just have so many good memories of you and just how hilarious you are, how thoughtful you are, what a great listener. I've just been so blessed that my kids have been able to have you as their kindergarten teacher throughout all these years. That just means so much. We've been trying to purge toys lately, and I can hardly get rid of anything for it not being like, no, Miss Maenza gave me that for Christmas one year, and oh, that was from Miss Maenza's treasure box, or she gave me that after school one day. And so thanks for the enormous amount of toys that I can never get rid of because they're like teenagers now. But that's just so telling about how precious you are, how important you are, how important you make kids feel. My mom used to always say just what a gift you had for making every child feel like they were so special. You were cracking up at them, you were laughing at their jokes, you just made them feel so important, and that is truly a gift that you have. I have a million stories that I could tell, but the heart behind all of them is just that we love you, that you're a great teacher, that you're a great person, you're a woman of faith. You've always just been there for us, and I'm trying not to cry through this, but I'm so excited for you for this next chapter in your life and all that God has for you, and thank you for everything that you've poured into me. I was talking to my kids about doing a video and just listening to all of their stories. I'm not sure if they'll be brave enough to say all of them, but just hearing my kids say, one time Miss Maenza said this in Little Chapel, and I was like, you're 16, I can't believe you remember that. It's just how it is that you've made an impact on all of our lives, and we love you. We're so happy for you. We're gonna miss seeing you all the time, but I know we're still gonna see you, and I just have so many good memories of me showing up to pick up my kids after school and you having these hilarious stories. Especially Alex was always telling you a really long story, and you would always say, I just love to hear his little voice. It's like puppy's breath. You used to always say, it's just like puppy's breath. And I used to always crack my mom and I up like, puppy's breath. It's such a Maenza-ism, but thank you for all the work you've always put into these yearbooks that my kids still look at and are so special to them and so important to them. Like graduation and, little chapels and just everything, all the help you've done with the Christmas plays through the years, and just your day-to-day love and caring that you have for each student. It's really remarkable. You are an amazing person, and we're so grateful to have you in our lives, and we love you so much. So happy retirement.
My favorite memory with Mrs. Maenza would have to be when I was in her class when I was 5 years old. We used to play this game every once in a while where we'd turn our chairs around and she'd ask us a bunch of questions, and each person would get 3 seconds to answer the question. But she thought I was answering the questions too quickly, so she only gave me 1 second to answer, and everyone else still had 3 seconds. And at the time, I was like, how in the world is that fair? Everyone else gets 3 seconds, I only get 1. And looking back now, I realized that she was trying to push me to be greater, and that's really the first time that had happened to me, and the first time I had been challenged mentally. So I really appreciate that you saw that potential from me from the very beginning, and I feel like I wouldn't be where I am today without you. So I hope you have a great retirement. We're going to miss you at Oldsmar, but I know the Lord has a lot in store for you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Grammys. I love you.
Congratulations, Miss Maenza. You must have such an amazing reward waiting for you in heaven for all that you've poured out on all of those beautiful children over all of those years. I know there's probably so many of us that can't even imagine walking in Oldsmar, going by the playground, going down that hallway without seeing you there, without your smile, without your adorable outfits that we get to see every day. I always enjoyed that. And the conversations that we got to have with you. I feel like so many of us were encouraged just by those quick, unexpected conversations where you had something wise and amazing to say. And personally, I probably think I had more of those conversations than I even did, just because I heard of those conversations with you third person through Mrs. Kears, of your faithful responses, of your wisdom, of your love. And I just admire you even more and love you even more for that. So I'm so excited for you and what Jesus has next.
Hi, Mrs. Maenza. I'm so happy for you that you'll get to retire, but a little sad for me because you won't be around my senior year. But that's okay because you're gonna have so much fun. You're one of my favorite teachers and I love you so much. I love you, Miss Maenza.
Congrats on your retirement. Thank you for everything. We're happy for you. Oh, that was good.
Hey, Mrs. Maenza. I just wanted to tell you how much I love you and how much I'm gonna miss you next year, but I'm so excited for you. You mean so much to me and to my whole family. I can't imagine aftercare without you or sitting in devotions without you, but I am just so excited for this new time in your life. You're gonna be missed and you're so loved, and I'm so happy for you. Love you.
I love you.
Miss Maenza, you are such a huge part of Oldsmar. It's just not gonna feel the same without you. I'm really thankful for all the years that you spent pouring out just your love, your devotion, such hard work, your prayer, your effective, fervent prayer into all these kids, into more than one generation of kids. And I can't believe that it would be an accident that God had you there. God put you there to have a huge effect on generations of kids going out into the world because he had a purpose for them and he had you speaking into and helping form them into those purposes. And so thank you so much, Miss Maenza. Thank you for the effect that you've had on my life. Thank you for your example, and I just want to say congratulations on your retirement, and I love you so much.
Things I remember the most about Trish Maenza working at Oldsmar Christian School. I've worked with her for the past 13 years or so, and one thing is that she can work circles around all of us, no matter how old or young we are. She can work longer and harder. It's a little embarrassing. She's 30 years older than me, and she literally works circles around me. Mostly, though, is watching her worship in chapel without abandon, watching her students watch her in chapel and emulate her sometimes, clap the way that she was clapping, raise their hands the way that she was raising her hands. And I think what better legacy could she leave on Oldsmar Christian School than being that lady who taught them how to worship.
Hey, Miss Maenza, I remember one of the fun times when we played all those fun games in kindergarten, and I really loved those, and I appreciate what you did for us and our class. Love you.
I also remember when you talked in the chapel once about sins and stuff, no matter how great they are, we repent, God forgives all of them, and how you put duct tape all over Colby. Love you. Hope you have a great retirement. Bye.
Trisha Rue, congratulations on your retirement. We're so excited for you. We're excited to be able to spend more time with you and to thank you for all you've done. What an amazing impact that you have made for all of the kids that you have taught over the years. We love you and congratulations.
We love you, Grammys.
We love you, Grammys. Happy retirement.
Happy retirement. Hi, Trish. I'm going to miss you so much. We've enjoyed working with you. You've been such a blessing. My summers will never be the same, and I will always remember the 8 o'clock phone call at night, wondering why I wasn't at work at 8 o'clock in the morning. I love you, honey, and you enjoy your retirement.
Hey, Maenza. Yes, I have come out from behind the camera. I'm usually the one behind the camera making this thing, putting together slideshows for you and taking pictures of your kids, but I have come out to tell you just how much I love you and how much you mean to me. It is so crazy to think that you are not going to be the kindergarten teacher at Oldsmar Christian School. What? That is so crazy. But I'm really excited for you, and you deserve this next chapter of your life and what it will bring to you. It's just going to be so amazing. I was in your kindergarten class. Then in middle school, I was your teacher's aide. I started off cleaning the classroom. Then you had me reading with kids, working on vowels and consonants and blends. And then came your kindergarten yearbooks. Yes, I started working on these in middle school. And this year, 2021, was the final year. And that's only because you're retiring. So I'm actually really excited for this retirement, maybe even more than you. I'm just kidding. I had so much fun working with you through all these years. You were my teacher, but through all the years, you became more like a friend. You were always my mom's best friend. But just getting to be older, I realized what a treasure you are. You are such a woman of faith. You're such a prayer warrior. You know the word better than anybody I know. You're a doer of the word, and I just admire you so much. I know you're always pleading the blood over every situation and always praying for me, even when I don't ask you for it. But I'm just so grateful for you. You are truly a treasure, and I love you so much. And I'm so thankful that the Lord placed you at Oldsmar for all of us. And yeah, you're just really special to all of us. And we love you so much. And we're excited for this next chapter. Thank you.
Trish, this is going to sound really selfish, but when I think of you, I think of you're my biggest fan. And that sounds terrible, but so I was thinking the other day of a new drum line I want to do next year. And then I thought, oh, Trish isn't going to be there. Why even do it? I don't know that anyone likes drumline. You're the one that finds me after every drumline or skit or, you know, whatever little thing we do in chapel, and you tell me how great it was, and you tell me specifically what you loved about it. You're just such an encourager, and that's why you have the reserved front row middle section for every spring show. By the way, you still have that. And because you cheer, you encourage, you uplift, and I don't know that I can do without that. It's just going to be really sad. Also, I have to mention how much you got me through the early 2000s when I had 3 small children and I would come to school a basket case every morning because of things that were going on in my life. And you and Cindy Kearse would pray over me because I didn't think I could face a full day of teenagers. And then I would have strength to face the day, and so much godly counsel, so much counsel from you. And how do you tell someone thank you for all those things, for all that love and support and encouragement and inspiration? And I don't even know, I don't have the words to express it, but I love you, and I wish you all the joy and peace and rest in your retirement and all the fun that you deserve. And I just want to say I'm your biggest fan too. Love you, Trish.
Congratulations, Grammys. I am so happy for you, and I am so excited that you're finally retiring, because if I'm being selfish, that means that I get to spend more time with you, and you get to spend more time at our house and with the kids, and I know that's something that they're really, really looking forward to. We cannot wait for the many adventures that await for us, our last minute trips to Disney or the zoo or wherever we go. We can't wait for you to be able to tag along with us. You inspired me to be a teacher, and you have inspired generations and generations of kids to pursue their passions and become better students and better humans. And I think that is absolutely incredible. Watching you every day after school, whether it was grading papers or helping you over the summer to prepare for the upcoming school year, those were things that I looked forward to doing with you all the time. And I know it's because you poured into me and you took the time to speak wisdom and share your love of teaching with me. I know that's the reason why that I am a teacher today. And your creativity was so inspiring. I remember so many cool things you did with us in the classroom, and I know your creativity is what fuels me and inspires me to be a creative teacher myself. So thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for always pouring into me, and thank you so much for all you do for our kids. We love you so much.